Welcome back to BackRoad Journals, everyone. If you are looking for a budget-friendly power station that gets you through your camping adventure and you can charge all your devices and run your fridge and even your diesel heater, we might just have the unit here for you with the ALLPOWERS R1500. So, let's talk about it. If you've been watching our channel for a while, then you probably know that we have had some issues running our equipment with our old unit. So we reached out to the good people from ALLPOWERS and they were so kind to send us this R1500 unit. And so far we've been running it for almost 2 months and it has actually come in as a really good addition to our equipment. And we will go over all the functions that it's got, and then you can make up your mind if this is the right unit for you or not. Let's just start talking about the capacity of the R1500. It does have 1,152 watt-hour capacity, which is twice as much as our previous unit, and it's come in really handy, especially over the winter months when we had to run our diesel heater through it, and that worked like a charm. We could have run it probably for 4 days and then still charge our camera equipment and run our fridge through it, with this thing running all night powering our diesel heater. The unit has 4 AC ports with an output of 1800 watts with a surge up to 3000 watts. So you can run a whole lot of equipment off of this one unit. The unit that consumes the most for us, at least initially, is our diesel heater, which has worked perfectly fine throughout, and we've not had any issues with it. Also, it does have these flaps right here. They actually sit in there pretty solid, and that protects everything from getting dusty and dirty, especially when you're out on the road. And if you have a Jeep like we do, it gets dusty in there real quick. So this is a really nice little feature that they added. Then you have your DC outlet right here, where we usually plug in our fridge when we're running it. And it also has that nice little cover that protects the outlet from dust and dirt. It does come with 4 USB ports, 2 USB-A and 2 USB-C cords. And as you can see, I'm actually charging my GoPro right now, but we're going to get to the display here in a moment as well, which is actually one of my favorite features of this whole unit. Let's have a look on top of the unit where you don't have 1 but 2 wireless charging outputs for your cell phones. So if you forget your phone cable at home and you need to charge it, and your phone has got the function that you can wirelessly charge it, you can stick them on there and it will charge your phone just like that. Nice that there's 2 on it. Appreciate it. Let's talk about the display a little bit, which is really helpful. It does have an indicator on how much watts you are pulling and how much you're charging at any time. And it gives you an idea how long it's actually going to take for the unit to be either fully charged or how much power you've got left in days and hours, which is a really nice feature other than just giving the percentage, because that can be misleading at times. So a really nice feature that it gives you the days or hours and minutes, how long this unit can actually run. Let's talk about charging the R1500. With the R1500 does come the charging cable that you plug into your home outlet, and it will charge the unit at about 1000 watts per hour. So that is super fast. So you can pretty much charge it up in about a little bit over an hour if it's all the way down to 0. So that's super quick. You also have the option to use a solar panel to charge it, and ALLPOWERS was so kind to send us a 140 watt solar panel, but I'll tell you more about this in a little bit. But it can take a solar charge of 650 watts as well. So good little unit. We'll talk about this in a moment because there's a little bit of a story behind it that we will have to talk about. Over here on the side, you have the AC input and the input for the solar charger that you just can hook up, and all you have to do is push the little tab right here and it will pop open and you can easily plug it in. nicely thought out that they actually cover those outputs as well, so that there's no dust or dirt going in there. On the other side of the unit, you have extension ports where you can add more units to it so that you can expand your power station and get even more power. Also really nicely thought out if you do plan on expanding the unit. Another really nice, thoughtful feature that the ALLPOWERS has is the UPS, which is uninterrupted power supply. So let's just say you are working away on editing and all of a sudden the power goes out. This unit will just jump right in and you're not missing a beat if you have your laptop plugged into the ALLPOWERS. So that is a nice little feature. I don't know how many power stations actually come with that feature. If there are any, just let me know down in the comments, but I think that is a really good feature, especially for us where we live in an area where we do get quite a few power outages here on Vancouver Island. So this comes in really handy if you need to run your fridge or if you have an aquarium at home and there's a power outage. This thing will just jump right in and make sure that everything runs properly. This is a fairly big size unit and it weighs in at almost 37 pounds, which is a little bit on the heavy side. But with all the functionality that comes with this unit, I'll take it for sure. Talking about the weight, when you want to carry it, it does actually have handles right underneath here. Oops, my solar panel wants to drop. And you can just grab it onto it right underneath here and you can lift it up. I actually like that better than a handle that is just folded down on top. It's really nice to have that actually on the side. I appreciate that feature of the ALLPOWERS R1500. But it's on the heavy side, that's for sure. So like I said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the ALLPOWERS 140 watt solar panel that they were so kind to send us as well. This solar panel was originally sent to us with a different model from ALLPOWERS that we were supposed to be reviewing. Unfortunately, that unit was a little bit faulty as the DC outlet was not working properly, but we were able to test the solar panel on it and we were running on a 140 watt solar panel in full sun. We ran anywhere between 150 and 120 watts, which is quite nice. There's always going to be a drop off when it comes to solar panels, but that was a good performance. Is it enough to charge the R1500? It sure is. It's just going to take a little longer. So for a bigger unit like this, I would probably prefer a 200 watt solar panel as opposed to the 140 watt solar panel. It will still do perfectly fine. So overall, this unit over the last almost 2 months has done us really well. Very happy with the unit. There are a few things where I'd say, maybe we can change that a little bit. Seeing that we're using the ALLPOWERS for mainly going out camping and we have to charge our camera gear and run our fridge through it, I would probably like to see, and this is a personal preference, not a negative because other people might use this feature, but I think 4 AC outlets, that may just be a bit much. Make it 3, but add more USB outlets to it, because that's how we mainly charge all of our camera gear and phones as well, even though we can charge the phones on top of here. But that would be nice. Just get rid of one of those and add a couple more USB ports. That would be a nice feature, but that is just our preference. That's what we would like. Other people might just use all 4 AC outlets. That's up to everyone, but for us, maybe a few more USB ports. Another thing that would be helpful to be included in the whole package would be a DC cable. ALLPOWERS really only provides the AC cable, but since we are traveling from one camp to another, it would be kind of nice to just plug the unit into our cigarette outlet in the Jeep and charge it while we're driving. ALLPOWERS does not provide that cable, but they're relatively cheap to purchase, but it would be a nice little feature just to include that into the package. One thing I have to say, in addition, a really big positive and a thank you to the customer service at ALLPOWERS. It often happens that customer service can be really disappointing. ALLPOWERS is on top of it. So even if you have any issues with any of their products, their customer service is on top of it. 100% recommended. Don't see that often anymore, but ALLPOWERS certainly does a really good job when it comes to their customer service. Really appreciate that. As this is a very budget-friendly unit and a lot of things are being packed into this unit, the price you can hardly beat. Right now, as of this recording, the price on the ALLPOWERS website is $699, which is a bargain. Because for all the big name brands, you pay double or more than that. And it does everything that you need. And it just works perfect. $699, link down in the description, check it out, and all their other products as well. If that was your first time here on the channel and you saw the review and you liked it, we really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to tune in to our regular videos, which come out every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So check them out. We do a lot of exploring on Vancouver Island and BC. And actually, we're going to go overseas pretty soon too. But check in every Sunday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for adventures here on Vancouver Island. We'll see you there. Let's have a look on top of the unit where there's not one, but two charging, how do you call this?
Wireless charging.
Yeah, wireless charging.
Station.
Yeah.
What is